BLAST Training, the most comprehensive sports training program available in the marketplace to develop speed, quickness, acceleration, and the vertical jumping ability in athletes. BLAST's creator, TK Ehlebracht, caught Jim McMahon's first NFL pass for the Chicago Bears in 1982. The significance of the catch was that it illustrated a giant leap for TK from a small Division III college in Naperville, Illinois, directly to the NFL. TK credits the BLAST training program for giving him the speed, agility, and the vertical jump necessary to get the attention of coaches and scouts long enough to let him showcase his talents as a wide receiver. This video presentation of the BLAST training program will give you a better understanding of the extent of the training and why the program enables athletes to compete at a higher level in their chosen sport. The BLAST program will help male and female athletes increase their performance in all major sports. The results can be seen quickly, in as little as 2 or 3 one-hour sessions. BLAST training focuses on 4 major areas of development. One focus of the program is to build leg strength. A second benefit of the program is to increase the athlete's jumping ability and quickness. The third area will teach proper running form that will increase the speed of each athlete. And the fourth result of the BLAST training is that each athlete will gain greater acceleration, burst, and balance. One area of concentration of the BLAST training program focuses on building leg strength. Several of the exercises are performed with the legs spread farther apart and with the knees bent significantly more than in most other BLAST exercises. This is done to isolate the development of specific muscles in the upper leg in order to build greater upper leg strength in the athletes. This training will also cut down on the likelihood of serious leg injuries. Other BLAST stations utilize true plyometric exercises to increase jumping ability, quickness, and agility. A plyometric exercise is where the muscle is exerted, and as it begins to relax, it is exerted again before it has a chance to completely come to rest. Athletes use explosive muscle principles that are developed by plyometrics during the course of most athletic events. Very rarely, however, is a training regimen designed exclusively to develop these muscle responses. Many of the BLAST exercises are devoted to isolating and applying overload training principles to the specific muscle groups responsible for jumping and quickness to achieve greater muscle development in a very short period of time. Notice that these exercises are done with the knees barely flexed and that the heels should never touch the ground. BLAST also teaches arm movements that add lift and balance to the athlete's performance. All athletes are given individual instruction on proper running techniques. BLAST has developed proprietary speed hurdles that are designed and constructed in a manner that requires perfect running form out of each athlete in order to successfully navigate the hurdles. Athletes spend several weeks on these hurdles in order to develop kinesthetic muscle awareness for proper running techniques. This development of muscle memory is essential to replace the bad running habits inherent in most athletes. During the last 2 weeks of each camp, the speed hurdles are spread wider apart to lengthen the stride of each athlete while maintaining the perfect running form. After completing their work on the speed hurdles, all of the athletes spend time working on sprint starts. We teach the individuals to transfer all their weight over their hands. This requires the athletes provide extensive leg drive to keep from falling forward on their starts. Eventually, the athletes will build enough strength, acceleration, and balance to successfully complete this sprint start technique. BLAST also teaches arm and shoulder motion techniques that add lift and balance to the athlete's performance. Notice how these athletes utilize their arms and upper body for this lift and balance. BLAST differentiates itself from other popular speed and acceleration training programs in that the athletes acquire more balance and body control. Athletes are not strapped down with bungee cords or hooked up to parachutes. BLAST does not make athletes run uphill or downhill. All of the exercises in the BLAST program are done on flat surfaces, and as you can see by the performance of the athletes shown here, all the stations require a great deal of agility, body control, and balance. The athletes enjoy and benefit from the BLAST workouts for a number of reasons. While the stations are intense, they are short in duration, and the athletes wait for the next set at rest stations. The rest stations consist of balance boards and toe raisers designed to build lower leg strength, particularly in the ankles and calves. These stations also help to train the proprioceptors in muscles for greater balance and body control. Each of these stations are physically challenging, yet adjustable to all ability levels, which enable every athlete to successfully complete each station. Athletes in the BLAST program can see increases in their balance, agility, and body control in as little as 2 sessions. This leads to increases in self-confidence and creates enthusiasm and a greater commitment to the training regimen. BLAST provides the most comprehensive training program available for developing speed, vertical jump, balance, agility, and overall body control in athletes, resulting in greater all-around athleticism.